And just like that, we are live. So we are live on both Facebook and YouTube tonight, guys. So hello from Paranormal Electronics. It's John, and we're joined by...
Me, Emma.
Yeah. Hello, guys. So, guys, we are doing our normal little discussion that we're doing. So come along, join us. I'll wait for a few more viewers before I explain everything that's going on tonight. Looking forward to some of your comments, actually. So this is looking good, guys. I know that. Sorry for last week. Want to apologise for not being able to go live. The internet had just been installed. It was a bit up and down, and I'm sure you would not have liked me kind of hearing half my sentences and not the other half. So I'm going to go ahead and share this video very quickly whilst no one else can see me doing it. And electronics. There we go. You see this video, and I'm going to share this. There we go. Share to a group. Why not? Let's share it to that one. Absolutely. I'm sure Dave will probably join us tonight. There we go. So we've got about 5 viewers. That's still better than a couple of weeks ago when we tried to. Yay! I'm sure that a lot of people will watch this back. So guys, as always, we're going to run a little bit of an offer for you during this video. Okay? So hopefully we get a few more on. They can take advantage of this. So guys, I'm going to put the offer on right now. So that's just gone live on our site. And guys, it is 10% off all of our S&S Kinect mapping cameras during this live video tonight. So if you want to come across to our site and take advantage of that deal, that means 10% off of all of our S&S range. That's our tablets that already have the software pre-installed as well. And I think also it will be the little bundle with the RemPod there as well. So get on that as well. Tonight's subject, obviously, what we're going to discuss is to do with investigating again. Now, COVID-19, at least in the UK, seems to be sort of dying down a bit, should we put it. Obviously, the protests going on at the moment isn't going to help the situation. We know we're going to get a second spike. But what we want to discuss tonight is it safe now to go investigating? And then if it is, what measures do we need to put in place so that we know that social distancing is still being put there as well? Okay, so we can't wait for mine to arrive soon. So excited. Absolutely. So yeah, absolutely, with the Kinect mapping cameras. Pamela, yes, I remember the order on our shelf there. So absolutely. So I want your views, guys, of whether or not you think it's now safe to go investigating. What the parameters are for that. What's the best equipment to take with you at these points? Because obviously you don't want to be out for too long. And what measures should we put in place while investigating to obviously keep with COVID-19 restrictions? As simple as that. What about you, Ems?
Yeah, that sounds all perfect.
So what's your views, Ems?
Yeah.
I must let everybody know Emma wasn't going to be on the live video tonight, but I'm in the brand new office that we've got, our new premises, which I'll give you a tour of in a little bit on this video. And she's just given me a message 2 minutes before the start going, "Hi, give me a link, I want to jump on." So
yeah, because he's gone to sleep. He's finally gone to sleep, so I can join.
A little Finley. Absolutely. Yeah. So what is everyone's thoughts? That's it. I mean, I'm sure you can't wait to get back investigating again. So what are you going to do as teams to make sure everything is safe COVID-19 wise. Maybe some public events companies, they might want to come on and have a chat.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be good. Hey Lee, how are you doing? Hi. Absolutely. So, anybody want to jump on? I'll put the link back into the chat again. Come along and talk about our subject tonight, or even just talk about your own personal experiences from before. That would be absolutely fine. Have you been investigating all the way through COVID-19? I know a few teams have. Some people have not followed the guidelines. Some people call they're investigating a business. Do we see it as a business? Is it a hobby? The investigating side of things. I know obviously we build equipment, so that is a business for us, but obviously investigating wise is very much a hobby. As what we see, we've got our lives. Yeah, absolutely. So maybe some people want to come on and give their opinion. Is investigating a business or is it a hobby?
Depends how busy you are, I suppose. If you're an events company, I suppose it's a business. But if you're like a couple, I suppose if you're a couple, it would be still a hobby, wouldn't it? Is what I would see it as, but that's my opinion. So.
Yeah. It's so when you're a couple, right, representing Haunted Heritage here. We are an events company. We've been on hold and eagerly awaiting decision for small events to happen. Yes, absolutely, Natalie. There we go. You're waiting on the government's advice on whether or not you should go investigate it again. What measures are you putting in place, or are you thinking of putting in place when things start back up? Because obviously, when they say you can do it again, we'd imagine they're going to say, "Hey, but social distancing, or there has to be some form of measure in place." Have you thought about what you're going to do in place like that? So,
is it going to be like the shop?
Yeah, absolutely. Is it going to be? They all have to stand 2 meters apart. Who knows?
You can't exactly have like 30 people, can they? Unless it's like a really big area, you might have up to 20 maybe, but.
Well, I don't know. Do they put things in place where people wash their hands or sanitize their hands? Food-wise, do they take the food element out so not everybody's touching the same food?
Or do you bring your own food? They have to bring their own food, I suppose, wouldn't they, rather than the events company supplying? I mean, the only thing otherwise the events companies could supply is the hot drinks. And then it would have to be plastic cups, unless you got your own.
Yeah, indeed. So Natalie's response is obviously some venues will be easier than others, has a lot more room. So we intend on more staff, so smaller guest groups rather than rotating kit. It'll be bagged item that you retain all evening. Okay, social distancing will be in place. Protection will not be in a circle like usual. Table tipping and Ouija boards will probably be on hold for a while. So yeah, that's a few little so I just read a comment from Maria there, our new admin assistant, which I'll pop on the screen in a minute. But that's a few little measures going in place of smaller groups, kit only being used by certain people, and they use that same equipment all night. A protection circle, that's the one that, get rid of the protection circle. That's, do you necessarily have to hold hands in a protection circle? I suppose you do actually, don't you? Yeah, that's one I didn't think of before myself there. So, yeah, well, Well thought of
As
there,
long as
Natalie.
they're all standing around and they're listening to like the prayer thingy that you do, that should suffice, I suppose.
Yeah.
Because when we go investigating, we don't tend to hold hands. We're just like standing there while you're doing the prayer, aren't we?
When we've done protection circles, absolutely, we've kind of just visualized and we've focused rather than hold hands. Yeah, I'll agree. Yeah, absolutely. Not too bad, John. We've put the 2 meter rule in place, but that's it. We wear masks in some places, but not because of the virus. No, some places you have to do it for respiratory things anyway. Maria, our lovely new admin lady. She's obviously started as soon as we moved into the office here because we can keep the social distance. Maria said maybe we need to get masks of our logo on. Love it, Maria. That may be a task for you Monday morning. I would entertain that, actually, to be fair, at the moment. or hold a 2 meter cloth or something between each person so still connected. Maybe that's what,
That's quite
maybe a piece of string. Yeah. Maybe a piece of string holding the 2 meter rule. Who knows? That's it's going to be really hard to police it. I mean, policing it is a bad word at the moment, and it's going to be really, really hard to keep on top of it, I suppose. And I think there's got to be some aspect of what's the word I'm thinking of there? Common sense. That's the one. Obviously, I didn't have any then. Common sense in respect of, hey, keeping away from people and stuff like that. So, it's nice to see that obviously there are plans in place to protect people once all these things go ahead. It's not just going to be a hey, let's jump into it. So hopefully, people have more faith and more confidence in the paranormal events companies. What are you eating, Emma? Are these the chocolates I bought you earlier? Oh, see? Didn't go to waste, did it? So, guys, if you want to jump on, you want to give your opinions, here's that link again. Click the link. Come and join us on video. Or it doesn't have to be video. It can just be audio. And we can talk to you there. I'm actually very interested in getting Natalie. Hopefully, you can come along and join us on the video. So, guys, if you are wondering how you can take advantage of our deal tonight, that deal again is 10% off all Kinect mapping cameras during this live video tonight. That's 10% off. As soon as this live video ends, the deal ends, guys. So if you're gonna grab one tonight, grab one during this video, and I would take advantage of that deal. Now, if you want to know how to do that, I will pop it on here and show you how. So, guys, this is our front page, and hopefully it doesn't go slow like usual. There we go. So you can see our Kinect mapping cameras there. All you need to do is go on to Ghost Hunting Equipment, select top one, so you can see everything else that we do there, including our power portals, our RemPods and Rembears. Hit that and you will see, look, here's the deals on tonight. £180 for an SLM. Pardon?
I said lots and lots.
Yeah. It's only £180 for a V1 and with 8-inch tablet and a RemPod bundle. That is a good deal, to be fair. I've got to stop doing these deals. Shall I stop doing these deals soon? You tell me, shall I? I'm in my PJ, so it won't be on video. Audio is fine. Absolutely. Audio is fine. I wouldn't expect you to come along. But anyway, as I was showing you guys, all that in the bundle, all you see there, ready to go. All you do is, and you can add up to a 10-inch tablet. So for the £200, upgrading to a 10-inch, you can add a storage case to have everything in there for another £60. But let's add the 10-inch into our basket. Okay, proceed to checkout. Look at this. So only £200, Emma. £200 for an SLS 10-inch tablet, software already installed, ready to go. And because it's £200, what do they get?
Free shipping.
There we go. Free shipping. Absolutely. And you just go through that. And obviously you can register for an account. And guess what? What happens when they register for an account?
I don't know.
We're not good at this, are we?
I've forgotten that one.
What offer do they get when they sign up to an account?
10% off.
10% off. Look, there we go. Off of that.
I remember it in the end.
Off of that sale as well. So £180 they could have that for. Oh my God. Please don't kill me, Emma. There we go. Natalie knew that. She get 10% off. A quick test for you there, Emma. So also, guys, while you're on here, you will see that we've helped see. These are the guys who we sponsor. So the Haunted Side, if you've never watched them, go across, Facebook it, or YouTube it. Have you been drinking? I wish, Maria, I'd been drinking. My life is too busy to drink at the moment. Maybe we can have one in the office on Monday. How's that? But yeah, as I was explaining, Haunted Side, guys, if you haven't watched them, go onto YouTube and give them a watch. The link there for them is just there. Honestly, they are great. Patrick and the guys are just amazing. All right, so give them a little watch. Well, we got Real Ghost Hunters. Oh, that's us. Real Ghost Hunters. So we sponsor that show as well. That's on Amazon Prime and YouTube. And we've obviously supplied others as well. And if you're looking for a team in your local area, just pop onto the teams page. And these guys are the ones that have either had some equipment and asked us to put it on the site. If you want your team on here, as you've purchased equipment, just drop us a message and we can pop it on for you. All right. So all these stock our equipment. So give them a call. Like them on Facebook, things like that. Ridiculously cheap if you've been drinking. Yes, I haven't. Honestly, I haven't been drinking. Oh my God, there's too many good deals, But yeah, so our subject again, let me just take this back to the screen. A little bit of plug in there. Look. Our subject again, guys, is paranormal investigating after lockdown. What have people put in place to stick with COVID-19 social distancing measures? Because obviously that's going to be in place. Do we think, hey, just go for it? Do we think we know the people? Let's go for it. Let's, if we're investigating, hey, we're not near anybody. What's your feelings on it, guys? Let us know. Obviously, Natalie, who has been representing Haunted Heritage. That's a really nice name for a group, actually. Haunted Heritage.
Mm.
Yeah, I think we yeah. Nice. I have to check you guys out on Haunted Heritage. Let's stop this sharing screen now. There we go.
I need a 360 periscope.
There are many things that we have in the development stages. I think we are actually things that we want.
We've looked at that one yet, have we?
Yep. Yes, absolutely. I think that was first brought up by Tracy from Science Beyond the Grave. So we had a look into that. We got a very long list of new things. I said that's a not a very long list. That's not now got that long a list of things that we are developing, and now we've moved to the new unit. Things are going a lot quicker and giving us time to fully go on and develop these things. And I think there's going to be a mass release of new products when they do come out. Everything's being designed and prototyped all at the same time, and it will just hit the site and it will hit Facebook, and you guys will know about it. Things like our spirit box, for one, our static detectors, our vibration meters, our shadow detectors, just to name 4 of our list of probably 15 or 20 that's on our list. So
yeah, trying to keep Craig really busy.
yeah, keeping me and Craig very busy. Absolutely. Oh. Are you developing any ITC units? We are developing a lot of things. We are developing our own obelisk as well, our own type of obelisk. Now, we obviously can't call it obelisk because that would be copying, but it's going to be similar to the obelisk 3, and then we're going to update. And we've got the version 2 of our obelisk device, similar device. That will be a touch screen. Little screen, and it'll be all the bells and whistles afterwards. But the first one, obviously, we're going to develop first, and that's going to be out there a while before the second one. So that's that. And we're already in the development for our version 3. Our version 3 of the SLS is now that we're in the unit, it is now in development. So we are now getting everything measured out correctly. We're just thinking whether or not to have an integrated screen or a separate tablet still. That's our only debate at the moment, which has been a few little discussions between myself and a couple of developers here at Paranormal Electronics Limited. So, guys, should we get back to our subject? Should we get back to our subject matter? You're eating chocolate. I am jealous. Emma in her purple hair as well. She's lovely.
Double decker. I don't know double decker.
A double decker. I'm going to leave. Shall I do the drinking? You do the eating. Well, we didn't
just
time
long
that
as not a double speaking.
Hey? What was that?
That's okay. I'm not
I don't know. I didn't hear what you said, but
that's all right then.
Hey, if someone heard what she said, could you let me know? She'll never tell me what it was. So, hello, John and Emma. Hello, Steve. How are you? Absolutely. So let's take the banner down for the 10% off electronics tonight. So why don't we give everybody an opportunity to get to know you, Emma? You obviously don't jump onto these lives that often, so
they don't need to know me.
They don't need to know you. Oh, they do. They do. So
I just do the packing.
Do a lot more than that.
I do all the packing, and I make sure that it's wrapped up safe for all the bumps and bangs it goes through.
Oh yeah, definitely. So yeah, if you've received a parcel from us and you think, well, that was well wrapped, that was Emma. I haven't got the patience for it. I do the building of the. Oh well, I'm getting back to doing the building of it only recently. I've been off of the building for a while. But James doing it, haven't we?
You what, sorry?
Exactly.
I'm about to win a sensor, sorry.
Fair enough. Fair enough. We've got a hi from Rory. Hi, Rory. Emma is the same one.
Same one what?
I
don't know.
Oh, Emma is the sane one.
Oh, same.
Oh yeah, definitely. If you hear the music.
Hey, UB40 is good.
That's why I'm saying you're the same one.
You're the one singing to
it. We've all got our little pleasures. Anyway, tonight's subject. We are discussing what happens after COVID-19, what measures are we putting in place, if we feel it's safe to go investigating, when do we feel it's safe, how big groups do we feel that need to be. I'm getting back to subject matter now. And yeah, so what ideas have you guys got to keep with the social distancing, keep with the keeping yourselves safe? We suspect there's going to be a second spike. I think it's even more likely due to all the protests that's been happening. So, guys, come along, give us your opinion. We've had a couple of opinions tonight. People just wearing masks. Let's go back up. So, 2 meter rule and wearing masks. We've had obviously Natalie representing Haunted Heritage that said that they're going to do smaller groups. The equipment's going to be, pardon me, that was that drink. Equipment's just going to be allocated to certain people. And no protection circles or not in a circle, and there'll be no table tipping and Ouija boards and things like that. What other things should we cut out? What other things do we think we should cut out of our investigating to make it COVID-19 safe? COVID-19 safe. Maybe we should get someone on that's been investigating all the way through this whole pandemic. Because there has been groups, there has been people that have investigated all the way through COVID-19, and showing us that maybe it was safe to go and do so. Who knows? Maybe we should get someone on that's done that. Sorry, yeah, Natalie's corrected me. It's protection, just not holding hands in a circle. As you said, Emma.
Yeah.
That was a long answer, Emma. Well done. She's exactly like, if you're wondering if she's like that in the office, she's definitely like that. She will ask a question and at the end she'll just go, yeah. She is very much she's very much like that. So and a reminder, guys, once again, 10% off all our Let's Connect mapping cameras during this live video tonight. So if you're not watching, it means you can't really take advantage of the deal.
I don't know what you're saying.
I know, tell me about it. They can't take advantage of the deal because if you're not watching this live, the deal will be ended. That's it. The deal will be ended at the end of this video, or this live video. So I'll take that back down again tonight. So, Rory said, are you able to book places because of COVID-19? Yes, you're able to book, but if some places are allowing it, if it's just, I don't know really. Some people are allowing it if they've got nobody there, which obviously can be controversial sometimes. And some venues aren't, but obviously if it's out in the open, in a park or or at a castle or in an abandoned place, then obviously, people have been investigating those. Event companies will also not only be waiting on the go from the government, but from the venues themselves to whether they choose to open. Absolutely, yeah. So as Rory said, are we able to do it? Some venues are saying no. And am I right in thinking, Natalie, that most of the ones that are saying no are ones that accept public events companies in to do the event, just because they believe that there's always going to be a big number rather than, say, a team of 4 going in?
That's true, because they probably have to thoroughly clean it afterwards, I expect,
Yeah,
disinfect the place after there's been like a number of people in, don't they, at the minute?
That is a point as well. What happens after you leave? You've gone in there, and you may have...
everyone's been touching everything, haven't they?
Yeah, absolutely. You bring up a real valid point there.
So they're going to leave bloody sticky notes everywhere. So don't touch this, don't touch this, don't touch this, are they?
Yeah, I mean, what is the government guidelines on how long things stay on? I'm going to check it out now, actually. What's the government... How long does COVID-19 stay on surfaces? That's a very good question. So...
Like a couple minutes.
I won't say minutes. Let's have a little look. So, keep getting pop-ups. Why do people keep asking me to accept cookies? None of them chocolate chip. So on plastic bottles, it's 3 to 7 days. Stainless steel is 3 to 7 days. On copper, like money and rings, it's 4 hours. Paper can be up to 4 days. A glass, 4 days. Cardboard, 24 hours. And wood, up to 2 days is what they're advising. So then, yeah. Sorry, carry on.
So they have to do some proper cleaning, or make sure people bring their own food and drink, really, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And make sure people don't touch too much.
Yeah. So, Natalie, you're from an events company, so I keep referring back to yourself. But are you guys cleaning before the event? Are you deep cleaning to make sure?
The event company have to actually clean down after they finish.
Who knows?
Rather than letting the company that they're, clean after them.
That is a question. It's a valid question.
They're using it, aren't they? So
I'd like to know whether or not some people's thought of this. I mean, investigations for ourselves, like private investigation teams. You're going into a venue that's potentially had somebody with COVID-19 within 24 hours. Especially if you're doing back-to-back sort of private events. So is the place being cleaned down properly? Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? So is it then the responsibility of the team that's been and investigated the property to clean it afterwards? Maybe. That's actually funny thing. What's your thoughts, guys? What is your thoughts? Right, so let's go back to the questions while people are letting us know. I presume it's quite easy to keep your distance as long as the groups are not too large. Exactly. Going back to Natalie's point there, they're going to do smaller groups. So more staff, smaller groups, absolutely. Lee Cartwright. So let's face it, a 2-meter rule outside shots, as long as you get in there, no distancing policy apart from the till staff walking past to staff hands products. There's no common sense. I totally agree. I was in a Wilkinson the other day, and literally down an aisle, I'm looking at something, and the staff member goes, "Excuse me, can I get past?" I'm like, "Great." I step backwards. They don't go straight by. Straight by. And I'm like, "Hey, where's the social distance in there?" Absolutely. I totally agree, Lee. The social distancing rule needs to be a unified thing. So there may be like, what am I thinking of? There's places like Tesco and Sainsbury's and stuff that put into place where you have to go a certain route around the supermarket.
Yeah, like a one-way system.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but I would think that would be hard for a events company to put in place. You go one by one behind each other. So it's going to be a very good experience. So I think maybe group by group, but then still trying to keep that distance in place. And Maria said, toilets. Toilets is another thing on these events. You take breaks at certain times during the event so people can have a cup of tea or a drink and a rest. What's the toilet situation? What is the toilet situation?
That's true.
Yeah. Our equipment will be cleaned before and after, and the tables we use for drinks, etc. Not sure on the procedures yet for toilets. We are quite religious with risk assessments. Should probably be rigorous with risk assessments, and will probably be venue dependent on who is responsible for what. Absolutely. You know what? I'm. It may feel like I'm kind of giving problems, but I am very supportive of the event companies and how they're going to deal with this. They've taken a massive hit. It is a business.
Wet wipes everywhere, really, isn't it?
Wet wipes everywhere, maybe wearing gloves.
Yeah.
Get them to sanitize their hands and put gloves on as they walk through the door. And they can only touch things that you have provided, maybe.
Yeah.
That's it. So maybe enough cups for everybody to go round. They just use that cup all night. Who knows?
Yeah, they don't take away the throwaway cup. They keep that one that they have. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's not even a throwaway cup. It's a reusable cup that you clean down yourselves. And yeah, so maybe that's what it is. At the door is, hey guys, sanitize your hands here at this station. Put these gloves on. Done. Maybe, who knows? That's because obviously the people are going to be looking at what the event companies do. They're going to be more in the limelight than more private investigation teams are. Because hey, it's events, and I get that, but I am very much on your side in the fact that you have taken a massive hit through what would be a peak period for you. And obviously, the next peak period coming up is Halloween, so let's hope Halloween you guys are allowed to do what you can do. Melissa, just got here. Are you open? Are you all open in UK now? No, we are not fully open, and if things continue the way they are with protests, we will be back to full lockdown again. That's the point. China's already said they are closing their markets again. They are closing things off because there's a second spike there. Hey, silly people getting together in mass groups of thousands to protest.
They say we're 2 weeks behind China.
Pardon?
Didn't they say we was 2 weeks behind China with it all?
I think we're 2 weeks behind Italy.
Italy. I knew it was behind somebody.
Yeah,
2 weeks behind
absolutely.
somebody.
So, Melissa, on Monday morning, I think it is Monday morning, our retail shops open up again, just to open us up to even more of a risk that is needed. And if we can keep the cases down in the UK, if things can go the way that the government's planned, then it looks like it will be start of July, middle of July that we'll have
Yeah, stages here, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are opening in stages here in Ontario, Canada. My city just went to stage 2. Malls are open. Transit is running, but still gatherings of 10 people or less. Absolutely. So guys, once again, I will remind everybody, during this live video tonight, it's 10% off all of our SLS Kinect mapping cameras. Only during this live video tonight, not afterwards, not before. As soon as this video ends, that sale ends, guys. So go and grab yourself an SLS while you still can. And like that. Our main topic tonight is obviously what happens after lockdown, or what measures are being put in place by not just public event companies, but in private investigation teams, and what we feel is safe at the, let's hope it's the end of COVID-19 and not the lull in things like that. Talking of SLS Kinect, has anyone written a GUI for the Microsoft SDK software to make it easier to launch and use the app?
I don't know what that is, so I don't.
I think Emma was over out on this one. No, I don't think they have, to be fair. We've tried doing it where the link is direct onto the front screens with, like where you can with Chrome and create the app on the front screen. But no, you have to open up the toolkit. You have to go onto tools, or you don't have to. You can scroll down to the Kinect 2D2 and open it up that way. But the good news on that front is we are working with somebody who is a couple of units down from us, who will be this week starting on a brand new piece of software for the SLS, for Stickman, to make it so that we've got our own software for that. So
thank you. Yeah, I didn't know what it was called. Yeah, that's. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. I know what it means now.
Indeed. Yeah, I'm kind of. Emma deals with packing, admin, and the marketing and nagging. I deal with the building, the developing, and everything that entails. So that's why kind of Emma would go, I don't know. So yeah, we are looking to have our version 3 with our own software on for the SLS. Okay, that's also a good development. I can't say that will take too long to do. We've got the Bubble Wrap Babe. A Bubble Wrap Babe. That is going to be your new nickname around the office. Yeah, love that. I'm going to get a T-shirt with Bubble Wrap Babe on it. Actually, well done, absolutely, definitely a Bubble Wrap Babe as well. Definitely a babe. I enjoyed the discussion. Sadly, you have to shoot. We'll look forward to future lives, and thank you for my recent orders. Can't wait to try out the thermal imaging camera. I believe you received that today, Natalie. Yes, you did. Either today or yesterday.
You sent a few of them. I don't know who you sent them to. So
yeah, everything seems to hit our store at the same time. Yes, she did. Absolutely. So enjoy that. And let us know if you get any any results for that as well. We're always keen to see any results that people get. Do you sell laser mats? I have seen them places in doorways when something moves over the lights light up. Now we have discussed this very week. We've had 3 people ask us for the same thing, and we have discussed this
Isn't that
week.
the shadow tracker?
Yeah, the shadow tracker mat that we are doing. And yes, Sorry?
He's still developing them, and he was still.
Yeah, so at the same time we're doing the shadow tracker, we are now doing the shadow tracker mat as well. Now, the difficulty with doing the shadow tracker mat, the difficulty with doing the mat is we want to do it that people can walk across it, rather than, hey, don't touch it because you might break the board inside, or something similar. So we are developing it so that it's very sturdy and reliable, and will last you a while. Which is, we don't want things to obviously break. That's not what we envisioned, obviously. Okay, so anyone else's feelings on what measures should be put in place when investigating after COVID-19, or even during this last little period? Obviously, we are allowed now to meet in groups of 6. So has that prompted people to go on investigations? You know, it's as simple as that. Where obviously I'm talking more Britain at this point when I say, hey, we hear a small bit of news and we go, right, that's us, we're done. You know, we have a little piece of string and then we'll take the whole roll because it's something that we want. So yeah, be a rollout, Matt. Yeah, absolutely. Or a fold up. I'm not sure yet. We want it to fit in your box. That's the thing. It's got to be easy to transport. So it might even be that it folds up into a little bit, so you can pop it into one of our storage boxes that is on our site. But so we've got the concept, we've got the design. It's just a matter of putting it into place and make it then see what works, and stuff like that. So anybody just joining us, remember we've got 10% off all of our SLS Kinect mapping cameras during this live video tonight. So go on our site, www.paranormalelectronics.co.uk, and go and take advantage of that deal and grab yourself a bargain, an absolute bargain, guys.
Bargain.
Bargain. That is proper Wiltshire then, wasn't it?
Bargain.
That is proper Wiltshire. Bargain. Absolutely. So we've got a couple of comments. I think if you get a venue, maybe go in and clean the areas you're going to investigate first, i.e. door handles and stuff. Absolutely. Yes, Rory. That's a great idea. That is a great idea. I think we as a team will definitely embrace that, actually. But that's something you don't think of. You know, you think you normally walk into a place. Maybe it's something we should do as standard now. You still there, Emma?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we should do that as standard now on investigations. Clean little things down. You know, we don't know actually what mean. And interlink them. Yes. It's like you're reading my mind. Yes, we're going to have little ports on them so that you can attach one to another, and then one to another, and then one to another, and you can add along the way.
Like the map we're going to get from Finley, isn't it? Like his alphabet map that interlinks.
No, it's going to be more a cable. It'll be more of a data cable that goes between the two. So it'll probably be just a USB to a USB cable, and it will plug into.
His dinosaur one. Not like his little dinosaur trap one that interlinks.
No.
No.
No, that's that's a child's toy.
I'm only saying because they interlink.
Scale electric track.
Yeah.
See, you knew what you were thinking of. We could do a longer mat as well. To be fair, we could develop a longer mat, a short mat, a long mat. We could probably do most of that. It depends on what we're running it off of. If we run it off the double A's, then you want it nice and short, so it's not burning it out quickly, as in running the batteries down. If you do a longer one, probably a battery pack. To be fair, a very small. Anyway, that's for a future. Could you see the cogs working then?
And the cobwebs.
All right, bubble wrap, babe. Absolutely. Does anyone want to jump on tonight? Maybe they've got an idea of some equipment, actually. Since we've got onto that, maybe if I put the link in again. We looked at Flexi PCB. The only thing we were thinking there is, obviously, with the little components that go on it, if you're stepping on it, they could possibly break. We have an idea of more sort of fiber optic strands rather than things, but we'll have a look. It's certainly in the planning, and it's just getting that to that certain area, to be fair, or even just long LEDs. I don't know. Craig and I have sat down and had a discussion. It's just, you have about 5 different ways of doing something, and you select one at the end. So absolutely, but the Flexi PCBs was something that we was definitely looking at.
Not a hard plastic door, man.
No, I think we're I know what you mean. I want to say too much about the product because I get people too excited. We might change some elements to it. So, how can I say it? Use strong bubble wrap. Hand it to Emma. There we go. But it'd probably be a type of plasticky material. I think we're at that stage of deciding what material we're using. So I'll leave that bit to whatever.
It's whatever Craig's found, isn't it? That he can find that wraps up and doesn't break.
Yeah. Craig I give Craig ideas, and I'll probably complicate the hell out of things. But I give Craig ideas. He comes back to me and says, yes, we can do it, or no, we can't. And then we have a discussion about what we're going to do to make it work. So it's one of those ones where, yeah. So another reminder, guys, obviously I'm not going to be on too much longer tonight, but 10% off all of our mapping cameras during this live video tonight. That's 10% off all of our Kinect mapping cameras during this live video tonight. As soon as this video ends, that deal ends. Also, if you sign up for the very first time tonight, you also get your 10% off just for doing your sign up. But you'll get a little email with your sign up code in it, which you can use as well. So technically, you can get 20% off.
Rory, I think that's already been done. The Ghost Hunting for Dummies has already been done by Zach.
Ghost Hunting for Dummies.
But if you're thinking about a ghost hunting equipment for dummies, that I don't think has been done yet. I
have a good contact for bubble wrap. Yes, indeed. Yeah, Ghost Hunting for Dummies as a book was brought out by Zach Bagans from Ghost Adventures. Was that a demon? By Ghost Adventures. Very nice guy, guys. I know people give him a bit of a bad rep for saying that stuff like a fly flew into the room and it's a demon, but he is a genuinely nice guy. So absolutely. But Ghost Equipment for Dummies, I think descriptions kind of say it all, and the videos that we do. So videos on our YouTube.
You want to put that up?
What's this next one?
No, the one for the what you just said. I can't think now.
The YouTube.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no worries. I'll open it up. I've been told. I will pop it.
I can't do it from this end.
No, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Oh God. So those of you that are watching from our YouTube, because this is both live on YouTube and Facebook, then obviously you'll know. If not, then I will share the screen. 2 seconds. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Can you see it? Yes, you can see it. There we go. And you will see all of our videos. If you press on videos here, you'll see all of our videos there on the thermal camera, K2 meter, PIR alert alarms, our camera and accessories, our SLS version 1, SB7 spirit boxes, the Eddy, the RemPod and Bears, and our version 2. And soon to be done this week will be a video on our paraportals. Even though I do hate my own voice, I am going to do the paraportals as well. So guys, go on and subscribe to our YouTube as well. It's not one of those subscribe ones where I go, hey, watch our live videos of us investigating. It's just purely so then if you want to know something about the equipment that we stock, it will go on there. And we have been asked for the portal a lot, and now we've got the room to make the video, so we will do so. Rory meant on using the equipment. So, yeah, absolutely. I'm more than happy to make a little guide on how to use the different bits of equipment. Maybe I'll do a video and then transcribe it into. Do you reckon we should do a book on it?
It's a thought. It's whether we got time.
That is that. My English writing is terrible, so actually it will be every other word will be spelt wrong. If you ever get an email, by the way, and there's a wrong word in it, it's me that has wrote that email.
Yeah, you got to hand it to me for me to spell check it, the idiot.
It's very true. The very first lot of instructions that we wrote out for the SLSs, I printed one out and gave it to Emma, so I put that inside the box. And she looked at it and went, I am not putting that in that box. I'm like, why? This spelled wrong, this spelled wrong, this is wrong, the grammar's wrong. Thanks for the live, guys. I'm off now. Keep up good work and keep safe. And you, Rory, and good luck with your sweet tea business, as far as I know now. Absolutely. An ebook. There we go. I could turn into Stephen Fry. Cool. No reaction to that at all. I could turn into Stephen Fry of the paranormal world. How's that? Although we do need Alan Davies just to take the mick out of. We'll call that James. Woohoo! So Carol. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Shall I do the quick tour of the new premises now?
Yes, please.
I'm going to have to access it on my phone. 2 seconds. This is where I'm terrible at things. Yes, please, she says. Oh, hang on. I'm going to click the link. This is not very interesting for people to see. Let's put the link in here again. Aha, there we go. I'm going to press it. I'm going to press it. Copy the link. Right, I should have organised this beforehand, really, shouldn't I? There. Paste it into there. So you've got to open this up on Chrome. I'm opening it up on Chrome. Continue with Facebook. Oh, I'm entering the studio, guys. I am entering the studio. How do I know when it ships? You will receive an email with full tracking in it, okay?
Yeah, Maria would do that.
Oh. Right, I'm going to turn the sound down.
Ow.
That was not planned. Right, shall I add myself in now? Yeah.
Hey, you're in.
I'm in. Hello, which one am I going to look at? Hello. No, stop doing that. So, still here, don't worry. So this is where I've been doing my live tonight. Let's turn the lights on. That's a good start. So should we show everybody outside? Yeah, I don't know if you can see it in the dark. There we go.
Yeah, I feel fine.
Can you see it? Now I've got our sign up.
Yay!
There's our sign. And our new promise. So already you can see the fresh and tidy because Emma's been here. So we've got our little packing area. This is Emma's area.
Mine.
Yeah. You've got this is what she's going to advertise this week, which is a security system, not wireless. This one, but it's got thermal detection and stuff like that on as well. So look out for that one on the site. And I did put this on version 2. I did something right. But what have we got? So we've got our building desks.
Yeah, mine's the tidiest desk.
Yes. Yeah. I've got 2 portals.
Woohoo!
On my desk and some tablets on charge. We've got one of our one of our cameras that we converted to full spectrum, which is how to get its charge, and then we're going off to a customer. James's area. Got another version 1 there. That's will be in the testing stage. And then we've got our racket that's got the orders on. Okay, and those got the orders on. Now, obviously, I've taken the names off of it. Usually, we've got one of these strips with the names and dates and what they've got on it. But as you can see, a lot of things are so big, I can do this. All right. And no matter where we are, we still got Billy. Hello. This was the very first teddy that we bought. A little static bear, so he
Yeah.
goes everywhere with us. Should we look at a couple of products while I'm here? Yeah? So, I think you're familiar now with our RemPods? Yeah. Obviously, not going off with the Wi-Fi, stuff like that. And if I move my finger closer now, like that. Is it getting a bit of an echo? Hang on.
Oh, it doesn't smell like solder.
There you go. I'd certainly mic off the other one. Oh, and I haven't shown you the office. Right, so we got the desk now. We've got the computer there. Can you see the sign up on the wall? We've got another one. I've obviously got a light because we're online. Got another one.
And you got a mini kitchen.
Yeah, got a little kitchen area now. Woohoo! Which I am loving that. And that's it. There's still a couple of things we've got to do by putting bubble wrap on the walls. Babe.
No.
Usual bubble wrap. For you. And yeah, that is our new premises. So if you wanted to come and collect your items, we are now more than happy for you.
Welcome. You can come and see in person.
Absolutely. So I'm now going to jump off of the phone and back onto the live on the computer. So how do I do that?
There you go.
Hello again. It worked. Technology worked. Hopefully that sort of gave you guys a little look at that. Live telly for you. Yeah, fingers crossed. Okay, thank you. I do like a workshop. I spent many a year in them. Yeah, the smell of solder is very good. It's nice.
You haven't got any soldering yet, though.
Yeah, we told a few people use the RemPods and stuff, and we just made so many of them we haven't had to do some in a while. That's why, and some of it goes off-site. So if they want a cup, they'll have to bring their own cups. No, we'll just really clean them. That's the long short of all of them there. Absolutely. So, guys, if you haven't taken advantage of this 10% deal, I know a few of you have. Jump on and oh, sorry, I was looking at something else and I got sidetracked. Jump on, grab yourself an SLS, 10% off. I will leave this video 2 minutes. So we say, let's be 2 minutes before we end the video to give people a chance to go on there and get a hold of that deal. Yeah.
Can you answer that last question? Because
have you got a RemPod that lights only with no sound, or is selectable between the two so it doesn't wake the missus when I get a visit from my incumbent spirit to spinal tap me? No, at the moment they're not. You can't select between sound and turning it on and off. But maybe, maybe we can.
Something to discuss with Craig, really, isn't it? Whether we can do that for like the next version up.
Yeah, and to be fair, we'll have that version when we're making our own Eddie. Oh, did I make that? Did I just let that slip? Oh well. Well, we're making something with. I can't really disguise that now, can I? Another thing left out the back. Another thing out the bag. Where we can turn different bits off and stuff. And to be fair, we've got a version 1 of the RemPods. We may bring out a version 2. That was a proper moi, wasn't it? May bring out a version 2, but I don't think it's your soldering bolt. Get my soldering bolt out. For what? Why would you? Do you mean you would open it up and take?
I don't know.
You mean to say you would open it up and take the speaker out? If that's what you want to do, I mean, everybody's entitled to do what they want to do with their thing once they've got it, I suppose. Right, guys, I think we're going to be leaving now. Yeah? Yeah? You happy with that, Ants?
Yeah.
I wish I could change your nickname. Bubble Wrap Babe.
Nah.
I'm going to do it. What's the comments? Got a couple more. For lights only. Oh, yes. So he's going to... So go ahead and buy one then on our site. And like I said, what you do with your RemPod afterwards is your own things, obviously. And obviously they do come with a 28-day warranty. But obviously, if you open it up, that would be void. But that's entirely up to yourself. So yeah, and you'll see if you was to open it up, you will see that it's a entirely different board to any that's out there. It's entirely different, remastered, designed by us, produced by us, popped into our own 3D printed case, soldered by us. Everything's by us. Absolutely. So, guys, anyway, I'm going to jump off now. Thank you very much for watching our live tonight. We really do appreciate everybody that comes and watches us. Yeah. And watch for next week. We're going to do another one. And we'll continue to do these as long as we've got the stable connection in the office and that the COVID-19 has put us into lockdown. Hopefully we can give you a bit of cheering up, give you a bit of discussion for something for you to just watch. Hopefully we don't bore the hell out of you. But yeah, pop onto our site, www.paranormalelectronics.co.uk. Grab yourself some affordable ghost hunting equipment from the biggest affordable ghost hunting equipment store in the world, Paranormal Electronics UK. It's a goodbye from Emma.
Bye.
Bye.